Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back. Today we got our first trailer for, yes, that is correct, another Jurassic World movie. I mean, I've not been shy about my distaste for the last two. I actually didn't dislike Jurassic World all that much. I thought it was fun. It was a little bit of a change of pace while playing upon the nostalgia as well. I don't know. I thought it was fine. But Fallen Kingdom and don't even get me started about Dominion, man. I love the first film. I even like The Lost World. The first film, though, is my favorite movie of all time. I love it to death. I love the novel. There's apparently, this is something that's already kind of been spoiled for me, and I don't know if it's in the trailer or not, but I know that they're adapting one of the sequences that was cut from the book, you know, that didn't make it into the first film, particularly the raft sequence, which is great because that's a good little sequence. So that's fun. That's good and exciting if it's done well. All I really know about this is the casting, and that there's something about a cure for cancer or heart disease. It has something to do with the dinosaurs, or maybe the dinosaurs are just infesting this land. It's essentially Anaconda 3. It's not something new. It's not something unheard of as far as the core plot, but you know, the talent behind this, the director and all of that, I have some trust and faith in. So I'm hoping that I will at least enjoy this more than the previous two. So with that all said, let's just kind of go ahead and check this thing out. I'm a little late getting into this because I went to the dentist or the endodontist this morning, and my face was partially paralyzed still from the numbing agents for most of the afternoon. So I can finally move all of my face. So here we go.
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett, our mission specialist.
Sorry, what mission?
This would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Okay, so it comes from the dinosaurs.
Fortunately for
Oh!
us, all these species exist in one isolated place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety.
How did they accomplish that?
More or less?
He's your guy.
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Move up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol.
This is giving me live action
Why's that?
Atlantis vibes.
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
Okay.
DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
That was a two-headed raptor they had in
Get
there.
a sample from an egg. I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
What are these ruins?
These dinosaurs.
So wait, is this a new island? Yet another island?
The worst of the worst. We're left here.
Oh, whoa, what was that?
We put ourselves
Hey, yeah! Okay, we're gonna have to go back and look at that.
Survival is a long shot.
What the hell are those?
They're helping the mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
I'm
what
sorry,
you just
the
said is good.
mosasaur has Spinosaurus minions? Is that what you're telling me? Oh my god. Hey man, if anything, at least it's focused on the damn dinosaurs, or it seems like. I mean, God forbid the explanation we got in the last movie was that it would, but then it didn't. Oh my god. So, the way I understood it is there is yet another island involved in this chain that has not been mentioned up until this point, which we had Isla Sorna, we had Isla Nublar, and you know, which is a member of the 5 Deaths. It could have been another one of the other islands if you want to kind of incorporate the elements of Lost World in there as well. But this is where a research facility was. Okay, hold on. So we know the dinosaurs were, at least the eggs were hatched in the labs for the part of the tour, or maybe that was just an isolated to the tour part. Maybe some eggs they would bring over and hatch so the spectators could ooh and ah at. You know, then we know that once they were ready, they were transported to Site B, where they were kind of nurtured and raised until they were ready to be put into their paddocks. So this is, I guess, where all of the research actually took place then. If each island had its own purpose, this is where I guess all of the genetic finagling actually took place, based on what we saw, because there was like experimental raptors we saw, or like maybe this is where the cloning was being perfected. So we got to see like that two-headed raptor for a split second. And I guess much like with the other ones, when the facility became overran or whatever, and then they just kind of, you know, went out into the wild. I mean, as we saw in the first movie, you know, there was plenty of embryos Dennis was trying to steal that we never actually saw. So I'm wondering if we'll see some of those dinosaurs here, because there was plenty I know that we haven't seen up until this point. We saw the T-Rex, obviously we got raptors, we got Mosasaur back, we got Spinosaurus, so we got a lot of we have seen before. And then we saw those long necks. I don't recognize them based on this, because it's also kind of difficult, I'll say, to pinpoint some of the dinosaurs, because as we know that in this universe, they have flirted with tweaking the genomes to just make this whole thing viable, as well as we learned later in the franchise, assuming they're keeping all of that canon, is that they, you know, tweak them to make them more appealing visually. The quest here for this miracle cure is they need something from the DNA of the largest creatures on this island specifically, and only the ones here, I guess. Or unless they solve the problem with them running amok all over the globe, because they said they can only be found here on this island. But also they said the rejects are here, which implicates to me that obviously maybe some of their failed experiments, or the ones that maybe didn't quite make it up to par to make it into the park, are also here as well. Because that one dinosaur we caught a glimpse of that honestly looked like a pseudo rancor, let's be honest. Let me see if I can find that clip. Like, look at this. I don't know what this is, this dinosaur specifically, but I know we haven't seen it before. But where was that shot? There was like a flare shot. Here it is. Look at that thing. It's like hunched over, bulbous. It almost kind of looks like it's got a Tyrannosaurus Rex like jaw and teeth. I can't tell if it's got eyes. And there's like another shot, I think, of a different tank. Oh, I just realized it kicked me off the video. I'm not even in the trailer anymore. I'm in 3C Films breakdown. Mutated T-Rex explained. Okay. Wait, is it mutated or is it just a botched experiment? Let me get to the actual trailer. It auto-played into 3C Films video. So, okay, so there's that shot. Where was the other one with the other tank? Here, look at that thing. That looks like some space alien shit. Not gonna lie, like if you just isolated like the top portion, the face area of that looks like you had like, this is under red lights, one of the aliens from Destroy All Humans. So I don't know if it's got eyes, eye cavities, or can even, whatever, but it is like, it's almost primate-like. Like, what is this thing? You know, they've always flirted with the idea of making dinosaur-human hybrids, and dear God, if they were going the route of like alien resurrection, God forbid. But let's set all of that speculation aside and all of my cynicism aside. This looks like dumb fun, and it's not shying away from it. It was like, oh, you nobody be dumb enough to go in there, yet we're all going to be going in there. But like this group of characters that are being assembled for their specialities to go in there, it gives me Jurassic World 2 vibes as to like their little ragtag group that was assigned to go in to infiltrate the island and do what they were going to do there. I did see a comment though, because I did go out throughout the day, obviously had to put off recording this reaction and whatnot, and saw somebody, it was like a public statement made about the people working on the film and whatnot, talking about how they want this film to focus on making the audience fearful, you know, wanting to dive into the horror aspect of this. While I get a lot of adventure aesthetics of this, there are those moments, especially in the labs with the, you know, the two-headed raptor with this, I guess, mutated T-Rex thing. I guess maybe that's just what we're rolling with, what we're calling it, the assumption at this day. I don't know if it's been confirmed, if that's what that is, or that's what the internet is deciding to call the thing. When we're seeing like those things, those glimpses, that gives me almost kind of like this Alien kind of vibe. You know, I already referenced Alien Resurrection. Not a good example, not a good representation of Alien, but it gives me some of those vibes, as well as that adventure aesthetic. There's also like these ruins that were there as well, like these ancient ruins, not like ruins of an engine facility or anything like that there as well. It gives me like with the cast of characters, especially like with Scarlett Johansson being like the badass, like, you know, military person, I presume, the one kind of leading the end, meant to get this science guy through, who with his glasses and everything like that. It reminds me of Milo. Like the whole thing, especially with the other characters we met, gives me vibes of like a live action Atlantis. Which, you know, if we were going to be making Disney remakes, man, that's one I would actually be kind of interested in seeing visualized compared to some of the other slop they've been kind of putting out. So, like, this seems like, at very least, hopefully dumb dinosaur fun and adventure. You know, it's a little tongue-in-cheek. It doesn't seem like it's taking itself too seriously. And hell, like, the color palette of this, it feels bright. It feels expressive. It feels alive compared to the last two films. I want to enjoy these movies, man. I don't want to go into this having a bad time. I love dinosaurs. I love the book. I love the first film. I always go into these wanting to recapture that magic and that wonder. And I know we're never going to get that same magic and that same wonder as that first film. And that's not what I'm expecting either. But I just want to feel, I don't know, I just want to feel something. Hell, I even felt that with Lost World, man. I know a lot of people shit on that movie, but I actually really, really enjoy it. Definitely think they work back in conjunction quite well together compared to what happens after that. Not a huge fan of 3. And I'm already kind of talked about the Jurassic World movies themselves. It seems like these characters might actually have personalities, which would be nice. You know what? I'm gonna be optimistic. At the end of the day, I just want it to be fun. I hope this cleanses a little bit of my cynicism away. That's all I want at this point, is to go into this film and not leave it completely frustrated. That's all I got right now, guys. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. It's been an interesting long morning so far, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to you. Sound off the comments, let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Make sure to stick around for more reactions, and before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Manny Sherritt, Your Course Scott, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, and Watchtower. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.